Hello and welcome to another edition of Mere Christianity. I am your host, Derek Smith. The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof, and he that dwell therein. That's from Psalms 24. That's the very first part of it. And what we don't realize sometimes is that God is in control of a lot more than we give him credit for. In fact, sometimes when we ask for help, when we pray for some deliverance from a problem, or we help with a path or something like that, it's very surprising the people that God uses to help his will be done. In fact, we sometimes expect other Christians to come along because they're like more in tune to God. But the truth is that God can use whoever he wants to get his will done. And there's a story that kind of goes with this. This is from a friend of mine, and I wanted to share it with you. A lady got called from the daycare saying that her child was very, very sick and that she had to go and pick up her child. Well, she went to her boss and asked for time off. She thought she would never get it. But the boss was mad at somebody else that day, and he graciously let her off, and despite the other person. So she got in her car and she went to the pharmacy. She got into the pharmacy, and just so happened that the drug that she needed had just arrived on a case, and they were just taking it out, and she did all the things that she needed to do, and then when they got done, they were able to give it to her just right at the nick of time. But she had left her keys in her car and locked her keys in the car. Oh God. She got to her car. It looked like it was getting ready to start to rain. She was really, really worried, and she prayed again, Lord, please, please, please help me. And she saw this very dangerous looking man walking toward her. And she was scared. And she was thinking, oh my God, what is this man going to do to me? And he walked right up to her. And the man walked up and said, I couldn't help but notice that you locked your keys in your car. And she said, how did you know that? He said, I just do. And she said, can you help me get in my car? And he said, yes, ma'am. And he pulled this bar out of the back of his pants. And he quickly unlocked the door and opened it for her. And she said, wow, that's amazing. And he said, yeah, you don't really want to know how I was able to do that so fast. Obviously, he stole cars for a living. On the way home, she was praising, or on the way to the daycare, she was praising God, and she was just, thank you for sending a professional to open my car door for me. But you see, the irony of it is that, God didn't use a lot of Christians to help her to get what she needed done. God uses everybody. When God uses a Christian to help someone, we get good credit for it. And I'm not really sure what kind of credit the person that is not aware of God, who doesn't care about God, who hates God, or doesn't believe, or anything like that. But you just got to understand that God uses anybody and everybody for his will when it's his will. And he doesn't need to have Christians all around him to do it. He can use anyone, and he loves everyone. And I just ask any of you, if you've fallen away from God lately, I ask you to make amends. He's above anything that you can imagine, and you can make friends again. All you need to do is pray. Ask for Jesus. Ask for Jesus' grace. Grace is a nice word. It means God's righteousness at Christ's expense. Grace basically means that everything's paid for. It's all done. And you won't believe how your life will be afterwards. This concludes another edition of Mere Christianity. Pray for you all, and God bless you all.